Okay. All right. Let me slow down.
Relax.
See, I didn't get to breathe with y'all love because I had to mess around in the studio and try to fix some hiccups we having. Okay, so I'm like wired, like, Smiley, I need a smile. Thank you. She always brings me back. Okay. So today's scripture
is... You talking like you had a shot of espresso.
I know, right?
It's in the air.
Yeah, it's like...
It is for us right now.
I'm going to blame it on the snow or something because we like wired but like not being productive. Woo, family, way family. Y'all just don't know. Today is the day of Murphy's Law. If it could go wrong, it is going wrong. Like everything. But we have the Father in our life, and He anoints us, and He know we real, and we keep it real, so we going to make this work. So let me start off with what today's topic is, while I fiddle around and try to get all our sources lined up here. Today's topic is going to be survive in 2025. Don't be scared, be aware. Now I'm going to let Black Evie kick it off for us and start from what that means to her. And y'all love, you can follow up. I know you still got to...
Yeah, loosen up.
Yeah, y'all love over here.
Relax.
I love this girl, and she's going through it right now, but... and we're going to pray it up for each other, because that's what we use our show as our strength. Let me put your mic back on, love. I didn't have your mic on. Okay. You weren't ready for it anyway.
One of them moments, them times, but that's okay.
Yes, ma'am. So, Black Evie, kind of go ahead and start the topic off for us while I play engineer over here with the computer.
I'm gonna just jump right on into topic in reference to getting ready for 2025, and the big impact. One of the big impacts that it may have on me. Hopefully not. As everyone knows, I am a student. I am in college, going for my business technology degree. And as a student, I have a big concern in reference to our change of administration next year. I don't know if everyone's aware, but our next president's outlook, he has basically a blueprint. It's called Project 2025. And it's the blueprint of his to radically reshape the federal government and, push a wide range of their agendas and policies. What is the big factor for me out of this supposedly 900-page proposal is how it will affect education in the financial areas, FAFSA. Of course, it's going to affect plenty of education all the way around the board, but I'm going to concentrate on the secondary education. In reference to paying for school, this may derail all of the plans and placements that the Biden administration has put in to help recover students out of student loan debt. That's a big thing, and the Biden administration put a lot of work into that, and changed around, if not totally took out some crazy, laws and sub-laws. They have a program that helps everybody recover their, I guess their student loan status. So years ago, schools would go after students and, take advantage of them, put them in debt with loans, and put them in schools that were not accredited or accredited. Did I say that right? In any event, the Biden administration did a lot to recover students' financial aid statuses in the positive areas. So my concern is the reverse of that with um, the new administration coming in. So that is my concern, and I will talk about that a little later on in the show. But I'm going to hand the mic over to John Love. I have said enough.
Yes, you know what? Education means a whole lot to me as well, especially for the newcomers. For the newcomers, a lot of these children are going through so much turmoil at home and on their way to school, to to where they are taking it to school and taking it out on one another, and it's sad. I hope that a lot of us parents and y'all parents can pay more attention to y'all children, because when the parents are busy, occupied at work, at school, the children on the sideline doing some harmful things and saying harmful things to one another, and bringing and putting their classmates and other children in harm's way. So
Which
y'all,
they get from the parents, but I'm done.
She said they get it from the parents. It's learned behavior. Yeah, it's definitely learned behavior.
I get it. I get it. But for some of those parents who are trying, the children are getting it from the outside of the home because they are curious, you know. But yes, 2025, y'all, we have to stay prayed up. We have to be more focused because we know time change every day, every minute, moment, and every year. We just have to better ourselves and get more discipline within ourselves so we can create a positive journey and path for the new generation to come. 2025 is, for me, is a very successful moment. I feel that 2025 is opening doors for myself because I am being more productive with with my listeners, people who are coming across my path. I feel real empowered. I feel real empowered, and there are a lot of things that I would enjoy to address, but we only have an hour, and I have to share this with my host and the other co-host. So y'all, let's dig in, open up our minds, our hearts, and call in on the phone lines, share y'all conversations, y'all thoughts, and y'all plans. Because we all need a plan to become successful. So what we gonna do this year without being scared?
Hello. I'm gonna shake that up for both of y'all. Y'all got y'all hit the nail on the head. No matter how old you are, education is key.
All the time.
Yes, and these parents, back to what y'all love said and what Black EB chimed in on. Come on, parents, let's teach our children right. Let's instill values in them. We can't. They are future leaders. Yeah. They are the people that are going to put democracy back in to play. So if we don't train them up the right way, and we let them be wayward, and social media and artificial intelligence and Gemini is what's pouring into them, that's what we're going to get out of them.
Mm-hmm.
We need to help our children.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have children or your children ain't here no more, it don't mean nothing. It's still a child that needs your help.
Yeah. Takes a village to raise a child.
A village.
Yes. Yes. It takes a village to raise a child, a village to raise a community, and community to raise a nation.
Hello.
So we all could work together one by one, step by step. It can be done.
And here's the thing, that community, that village, and that nation, they always are not the same people. It may be people that are there for a season and a reason, but people grow and go, people die off. So you got to keep it going. You have to have culture. To me, here in America, and this is just my opinion, and I serve my country, we ain't got no culture. No culture. We're a melting pot for everybody, and I'm not talking about immigration issues or anything like that. I'm speaking of, what do we really stand for other than greed?
Ooh.
Yeah. So I can't take on the whole United States of America, but I can start one person at a time in my local community and try to create something that can be reproduced and done by the masses that's simple.
Ooh.
And yes, take it up, sis, take it up. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But back to the topic. And before I even dive into the topic, like I always say, people plus knowledge equals solutions. So I'm trying to bring you guys facts about Cincinnati, about Black history, so you know where you came from and where you're going to, and value what you have. Value the fight that the ancestors fought for you. I'm going to share something with y'all after I read this that burnt me up. Now, this is a history fact from Cincinnati, Ohio. Not necessarily a Black history fact, but it is a history fact. What's an interesting fact about Ohio? We was the Cincinnati specifically. We was the first city to establish a municipal fire department, and we had the first fireman's pole. In 1869, we established the first weather bureau. Didn't know that. In 1869, we had the first professional baseball team. And it was called the Cincinnati Red Stockings at that time, which now we the Reds. They took off stockings. And in 1870, the first city to establish a municipal university, which is the University of Cincinnati. So Cincinnati set and paved the way a lot for our nation. Know that you are in a strong city, and I'm putting together something special for our children coming up for Black History Month and starting next year, because Black History Month is too daggone short. So it's going to be Black History daily for me, or as much as I can get on this daggone mic. But I'm not going to be like segregating. I just want to highlight what's not being told. That's all. And I'll give you all the history I can over the course of time, but some things are being left out. Me and John Love and Black Evie were fortunate enough to go to Frederick Douglass Elementary School, and we learned a lot that these children don't even know today. But these first for me that I've researched for our show today, it was amazing because put that into play. Like, we set the tone for fire departments, fire poles, the weather bureau. So now we know why the weatherman always get it wrong, because the Cincinnati weather ain't never right. Okay. That part right there. So blame it on Cincinnati, right? But, you know, I did know we was the first baseball team. I did know that. Because my dad had a opportunity. He wasn't born in 1870, but my dad was part of the Negro League, and my daddy played for the Royals in the Air Force. So I kind of knew that, and we kind of grew up with Preet Rose, playing with his kids, riding horses up there on Marge Shots Farm. That's just memories for me. But I didn't know some of this stuff. But back to our topic. I got to take a swig, y'all. My throat is dry.
You have a lot to say.
Exactly.
Share.
Yes.
And that's what it's all about.
I want to keep our folks in the know, my sister. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Big up to our music artists in the community trying to, make it. Can we give a little?
We sure can. And you know what? Not only that, before I get into the topic, we starting next year is going to be our rollout, and we're going to keep y'all informed because we're still building it, where we're going to be featuring local artists on the show. Every genre, whether you draw, you can whistle, you can skip, you can jump rope, you can dance, you can do a poem, whatever you do. If you creative, you want exposure, and you positive, we're here for you. And we want the world to see what you have, because creativity reduces stress.
Yes.
It definitely does. Because
if you skipping, if you gonna come and you gonna do skip, just do the best skipping ever. Do some skipping we ain't never seen, y'all. Just to have
and you know what? Your skip on.
It don't matter how.
You gotta mic her up.
It don't matter how you do it, how you show it, how you say it, because ain't nobody in this world perfect. You just say it the best way you can.
I love her sound effects. And, that is something they taught me when I started performing on stage. And I might have forgot my piece. It's like, the only person know that you forgot a word is you. So keep going.
Right.
I tell y'all, Smelly is a pot of gold over there. I'm trying to figure out a way to mic her up without having to have John Love shove the mic at her all the time. I don't know. I like that better that way. But yes, we are going to be definitely exposing our local talent and doing a lot more in the community. Back to the topic, which I told you guys what my piece was, surviving in 2025 is Social Security. This stuff about what's going on there. So if you're not receiving Social Security retirement, and the only way you can get that is if you're 62, 65, whatever the numbers are now, and they possibly will be increasing. So not speaking to that group of people, I will speak to that group of people on the 15th, the people that are not old enough to retire. I'm speaking to. So let's break it down to what Social Security disability income, popularly known as SSDI, and Social Security supplemental income, popularly known as SSI. And let me correct myself. SSDI is Social Security Disability Insurance. I said the wrong word at the end. I apologize. And the other one is Social Security Supplemental Income. There are two big differences to these programs. And we must realize what they are and how they can possibly be impacted. So SSI is a program that is for people that are either children who were born disabled or adults that didn't pay enough in their work record to get disability, and they became disabled, but they didn't pay enough in, they didn't work enough. They was not working for whatever reason. So that's what SSI is. So that covers our children, and that covers adults who did not work enough. Now, the biggest difference in that is what you can do and how you can do it within that receiving that money. So usually SSI people, they get their money on the first of the month, which that's not even important for what I'm really talking about. What I really want you guys to focus in on is that particular income. If you try to go to work with that income, for every dollar that you earn, it reduces your supplemental income by $2. Yeah. If you try to go to school and you get even income that's untaxable, it will completely knock you out of receiving any of that income.
Wow.
Yeah. So you won't have anything. You get Medicaid with SSI.
Okay.
I haven't went to SSDI yet, but if you go to school, get a job, it's going to heavily impact your resources. Now, that's as it stands before we even get to 2025. So I'm trying to tell everybody where we stand now. I'm not trying to jump out ahead because I don't know what Trump is going to do yet. But let us know where we are now. so we can plan. We don't have to be scared. We're going to be aware.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in your mind. Now, SSDI, it's a qualified disability and you had enough work record, meaning that you worked a certain amount of credits within a certain time span within that time that you had to stop working. So now you drawing off your record. You're drawing from your retirement, but you're not old enough to get your retirement yet. But you put in enough work to draw. So it's a little bit easier there. So I'm going to go over this. Let's see. You can work with SSDI. And you can make, I think this year's numbers is around $1,300 or some odd dollars. I don't have that exact figure, but I know it's at least $1,300 that you can make a month, and you will not be considered substantially gainfully employed. Even if you are, you go through a phase out period, you go through assessment, and they don't just automatically kick you off. And even if you become gainfully employed and you have to go back, you can go back to your full benefit. So before you would even be affecting your benefit, you can make up to like 13 or maybe a little bit more this year, $100 a month in addition to what you receive in your SSDI. And this is true because at one point I was working. You know, and they know I was working. I did everything I was supposed to do. They'll send you this workload thing that you fill out, and they'll be like, okay, blah, 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 blah. I never went over that amount.
Right.
Hear what I said. I never went over that amount. Mm-hmm. And I said that firm. We'll leave that there. So as long as you play the game right, you're okay. Because Social Security ain't giving you that much money. Okay? I'm a disabled veteran. I receive Social Security. It's hard. I don't get paid one penny to do this show, and we fund by donations. Mm-hmm. So we've been putting a lot of funds in it, and we've been getting a lot of support. And again, you can always support us at waifradio.org. Hit that donate tab, and you can select Get in the Know. It's the show that gets the credit. Okay, now moving right along. Now, with this, you get Medicaid and Medicare. And you can get that QMB thing where Medicaid pays for your premium and your copay. So it's a lot more liberty if you're a working adult and put in enough time in your record and you happen to become disabled, then I understand, you will get better, results from the Social Security people. But if you were a child that was born disabled, of course you didn't work. Okay. But if you're an adult that never ever worked, was always lazy, doing stuff up under the table and all of this, and all of a sudden you go down, this is where you left yourself. Is with SSI. And it's a lot of young, and to my young adults, let me tell y'all, to my centennials and millennials, get jobs, start entrepreneurships. Please start entrepreneurships. Get some income coming in. Because these two programs probably ain't even going to be here. I can't say, but we got to prepare for all cases. And if they are, you need to pay into your Social Security record. So you will have something to fall back on if you become disabled or when you get to retirement age. Now, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So I'm going to turn it over to you ladies and see what y'all got to say.
I'm just going to reiterate something that you said, Mitri, in reference to our young people and them making sure they have funds in their Social Security accounts. Listen, Mitri told y'all, get entrepreneurships and basically the point is get gainfully taxable income. Not no hustle where you getting this money per week. You might be making money, right? But you have to have You have to get it taxed. You have to have it documented through this government system so that you can get your Social Security when you're eligible for it. If you don't do those things, then just as Mitri said, you won't get anything.
What I want to weigh in on is medical insurance, dealing with this SSI and SSA, and what you are speaking on, because dealing with the medical part, they feel like if you do not use their products that they are putting out there, they will not pay for your medicine at all. They don't give you a choice. They give you a list of medication that they will pay for, but if it's anything out of what they prescribing, you will have to pay for it yourself.
That's real talk. Cause they give you that daggone formulary, and if they don't, they want you to take the generic. And if you cannot take the generic, they're gonna tell you, "Oh, the generic is the same thing as the brand." No, it's not.
That's why it's called generic.
Right. Even the way some of the pills are made are different. Yeah, you feel me, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yes. And who are you to tell us what works best in our body? Medical science is not an exact science, okay? I know my body. You just there to suggest. I'm sorry, y'all. Love you hit a nerve. You hit a nerve.
That's okay.
Yes.
That's okay. I hope I'm hitting a lot of people nerves, because we have to become more aware of our medication. Either we're gonna allow ourselves to take this generic medication, which we know have to get adjusted to your body, and hope it don't cause a different reaction.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Because every individual is different.
That's why when people say when people say you have a voice, that means you need to speak up for yourself. Don't just turn things down because they say it's not there. You need to speak up and let them know, no, this is not what's for my body. This is what I need and I'm supposed to have, because you're making yourself sick by switching over to the generic and the things that you're not supposed to put in your body. And by doing that, you pushing your body down and making yourself sicker.
That's out of the mouth of Babes over there. And she has some inside knowledge. Listen to what she's saying. Like, you are your number one advocate. This is the reason for getting the no.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason.
Yeah. And another note I want to speak on about dealing with insurance. If you make $1 or $2 over, they will say you're not qualified. And that's scary.
Yeah. That goes back to when I researched this, I was like, so you mean for every $1, you gonna reduce my stuff by 2?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
It don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense. We just got a cost of living raise on Social Security. Mine was like $29. My rent went up by 30. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
The government treats Social Security checks like selling food stamps right now.
Exactly.
They treat it like we got $1 million behind it.
Yeah.
That's because there are too many people out there getting their own business now, and they starting to get scared as well.
But see, the thing about it is that they shouldn't count to where just because a lot of people are getting business up and up, they should not add that onto your disability. They should not add that onto any of your things that you have going on, because those are two separate things that they are dealing with. Those are two things, because you deal with your life and you deal with work. That should not deal with the same thing.
I wish it worked like that, Smelly, but it would never work like that.
Oh, I know. But it shouldn't have to work like that.
But I am going to comment to something that both of y'all them kind of brought up. Here's the thing. The Social Security system is basically almost depleted. And the reason, like, you got 10 years on me, don't you? Like, I'm 54.
I'll be 60 in March.
Okay, so I think you might be right at a baby boomer disco day.
Yes.
And we Generation X, and she is Centennial.
Yes.
So the baby boomers, like Disco Dave, they generation worked they what's off. And they paid into Social Security. Their generation was the first generation that was really calculated and watched and all that. But it's generations that became before that. But baby boomers is where it begins. So my research has told me, and they say it on the news and all that, ain't nobody working. And I mean, ain't nobody working. So ain't no money going into Social Security. And all these people is drawing off of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's depleting the system.
I just wanted to throw in a little factoid for everybody. In reference to the government and how they try to, I guess, take care of us and look out for our futures. I want you to know that the biggest fail of the government, this was basically a financial science experiment for the government. The biggest epic fail of the government is the 401k program.
Hello,
Okay.
boy, epic fail.
They have people so messed up from that program, and it is like failing, and that's a part of that. So I just wanted to throw in that little factoid.
So true, because a lot of people don't know that 401k program, when they cash out their money, imagine how much the tax paying. How much taxes they gonna take out of that.
You get served 10% tax on top of that for withdrawing it early. You didn't pay into it. I know, because I did it.
Okay.
I did it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of regret that I did it, but I was younger than Smiley when I did it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like right after I got out the military. And actually, it wasn't Social Security, it was PERS, because the military doesn't pay into Social Security. And it's a government entity of its own, so you would draw from them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's when I got out the military and I started working at the University of Cincinnati. So the University of Cincinnati also doesn't pay into Social Security. It's a state regulated by the state. So they pay into PERS, Public Employee Retirement System.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Social Security, but I had money there in PERS.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came out the military, my status in the military gave me more tenure, so it gave me more money.
Right.
So I got more credit. So when I did leave the hospital when I was working there, like a dummy, I took all my money.
Mm-hmm. But you was unaware.
Yeah, I was.
Now you can teach the next person what to do and not to do because of your experience.
Yeah.
That's why we here. So try not to be slick, because if you got to use your Social Security number, it will eventually catch up with you.
Yes.
And we're going to do a show on that, because there was a lot of trickery going on when the PPP loans came out and these EINs and these CPN numbers. Yeah, y'all. Yeah. Cincinnati and beyond. I'm hip to the CI and CPN numbers. So we're going to cover that. We're going to cover all that. Because we want to stay above board and stay in the knowledge. But we're going to have to wrap up today's topic. So I'm going to let the ladies go ahead and start. Black Evie.
We just sat down.
That's what I'm like. Time is up already.
We just sat down.
That's how it goes. Because when you start getting that good conversation in, you get that good knowledge in, that's when everything goes flying. Because that good knowledge come out flying out. But once you get it going, gotta go.
Gotta go. That's all right.
Go.
Okay, everybody, listen, I want to jump back into being a student and how, the 2025 concerns that are on my mind with that. Just to get a little bit more in depth to what I was talking about before in reference to the Trump administration negatively affecting the financial help that you receive for college. Just to go to a little bit more in depth, just letting you know, the Project 2025, that's what Trump's administration plan is called, Project 2025. It may eliminate the Biden's administration income-based repayment plans and do away with some federal student debt forgiveness for public service workers like teachers and what would they be? Firefighters, people of those natures. So you want to be aware of that. So stay close to that news if this is something that may affect you. Just to let you know, a little factoid from the Biden's administration efforts to help recover students' financial debts in the educational department, they recovered $69.2 billion in student debt, and that was in the amount of close to 1 million, but not quite, 946,000 borrowers. So basically, almost 1 million people were able to breathe because that debt was not on them anymore. I myself was not one. However, my husband was. He got all his stuff removed, and he was able to breathe and look forward in his, financial health a lot better, and manage it a lot better because that was removed. So everybody, just if this is something that affects you as a college student, please be aware and stay close to the topic, and we will revisit it. I will keep you abreast of the situation.
Gonna keep y'all in the know about systems and resources that may be affected, but we encourage everyone to do their own due diligence and research and vet your information so it's viable to you. If you want to find out more about what we've researched, everything we're doing, we're putting up on our websites and everything. So what you can do, you can hit us up with a text or a voicemail at 513-806-5649. We can shoot you all the links that way. You can hit us up on Facebook.com/Get in the Know, GiTK. Get in the Know, GiTK. Phone number again, 513-806-5649. Email us, getintheknow@gmail.com. Get in the know, GiTK@gmail.com.
All right. What I like to say is, everyone know that you are enough. And coming into this new year 2025, we can't be scared. If you don't give it a try, you will never know. And it's not so much of being scared of failing, because failing, it empowers you to get up, to try again, do again, and come at it at a different direction. It's not about failing. It's about putting forth effort and giving it a shot. You will never know until you give it a try. And I like to say, stay strong, stay prayed up. Until next time, peace and love, and know that you are enough. And keep breathing, y'all. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. That's a mind relaxation and a body relaxation. Just breathe. In your nose, hold it, and exhale.
Amen, amen. Well, until we meet again, I'll release y'all in peace. The Joy Air Daily Commitment Mindset 7 R's. The time is now. Go to your quiet space, free your mind, open your hearts, and breathe. Introducing the Joy Air Daily Mindset Commitment 7 R's. Release, relax, reflect, renew, reclaim, rejoice, and repeat. Daily mindset commitment number 1, release. Release the toxins, negativity, and stress. Daily mindset commitment number 2, relax. Relax and connect with Mother Earth through aromatherapy, exercise, stretch, and massage. Daily mindset commitment number 3, reflect. Reflect on your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. Daily mindset commitment number 4, renew. Renew. Create artistically. Pay it forward. Daily mindset commitment number 5, reclaim. Reclaim your spirituality, your serenity, your stability, your security. Daily mindset commitment number 6, rejoice. Rejoice in happiness, healthiness, and harmony. Daily mindset commitment number 7, repeat. Repeat your Joy Air Daily Mindset Commitment 7 R's daily. As we close out today's episode, remember to free your mind, open your hearts, and breathe as you journey through your day and as you enjoy resting peacefully through your night.
One, two, do the junkyard groove.
Unbelievable was Tierra upon her birth, August 10th, 1988. Unbelievable, the Divine One chose me to be Tierra's delivery way. Unbelievable, Tierra's spirit is powerful. Her heart is pure. Her soul is unique. Unbelievable, now I'm touched by my angel. Tierra's love is in heaven for me. Unbelievable, our journey together, our downs, our ups, our lows, our highs. Unbelievable, our journey together is eternity, mother-daughter love for life. Unbelievable, Tierra, I pledge to you with tender love and care. Unbelievable, your legacy will shine. I dedicate to you your foundation, Joy Air. Unbelievable, through space and time, Tierra's soul flies free as it soars. Unbelievable, with Jesus in his kingdom. Tierra, now your place is forevermore. Unbelievable, you always say I love you, and I always say diddle with all my heart. Unbelievable, now our love is in spirit, is our rainbow in the stars. Unbelievable, I love you.
1, 2, take a little solo. One, two, and bring it down. Nice and gentle. One, two, everybody groove.
Dedicated to my baby, Tierra. One love.